Welcome to The Clopen Effect, a retail podcast. Thanks for hanging out with us today. I'm your host, Meredith.
And I'm your host, Cass.
Let's have some fun. I feel like I haven't seen you in forever.
Dude.
What the heck?
I was just going to say, I've had a couple of fucking
You have.
weeks.
Tell everybody what happened and why we actually had to do like a bonus highlights.
Because I was sick.
You were sicker than a dog.
Yeah.
Oh my
And
gosh.
you know what, everybody? You can be sick and it not be COVID, okay? So anyways, the neighbor was sick, and as soon as he started feeling sick, he stayed away from us. He went and got tested for COVID.
Right.
And he didn't have it, whatever. And then it hit Johnny. He was on the couch, and Johnny's not like that,
Yeah.
Like, Johnny will work through a cold. That's not that. He was on the couch. So.
Oh, my gosh.
And then, we had plans with some friends, and I was like, you know what? Maybe we shouldn't come over because, like, Johnny's sick, and, like, I kind of felt crappy, but we had just turned on the heat.
Yeah. So you never know if it's like allergies
Right.
or something like that. Yeah, that happens to
that
me
first
too.
day you turn on the heat.
Nose
and
gets
it's-
dry
yeah.
and you're just like, what the heck?
Yeah.
It's like scratchy throat.
Yeah, and, for the last 2 years now, God forbid anything happens, you freak out.
Oh, yeah.
You're like, this is it.
This is it.
I got the
This
Rona.
is how I die. Yeah,
Got
that's
the
what I always
Rona.
say whenever something happens. I'm like, this is it. This is how I die.
So, which is really crazy because it was exactly 1 year since I had
Yeah,
Rona.
that's crazy.
Yeah, so.
And you're both vaccinated. Is your neighbor vaccinated?
Yes.
And all three got sick. So
Yes.
it was just a regular cold, regular flu.
I
And
was
so it
sick.
happens.
Yeah. And I was really
But it
sick.
took you down.
Well, and, I was, like, all depressed because my fucking car broke down. So I was, like, stranded out in the city thanks to one of our nice coworkers came and picked me up because she was near there.
Wow.
Thankfully.
Yeah, no kidding.
And then, that cost me a bunch of money. And then now my car's in the shop again.
Yeah, what was
I'm
this
just
time?
A piece of shit.
I was just telling Steve about that. I'm like, first it was 500, now it's 1,500. He's like, what's the second time? I'm like, I'm not sure what's going on with that.
Bearings. I got to get my bearings replaced.
And he asked if it's more expensive right now because of the shortages.
Probably.
Is it a little higher?
Also,
Okay.
the place I go to has like a fucking, like, if you schedule maintenance, you're not getting in for like 3 weeks.
Oh, no kidding. I
But,
need an
like,
oil change. Can they still do that, you think, at my dealership? I'll have to call.
Well, this time I didn't take it to the fucking dealership. Fuck them. I hate them.
Yeah.
Now I'm boycotting the dealership.
Oh, boy. You're not going to be able to go anywhere anymore.
I know. I'm just staying at home, and, hopefully the few grocery stores around us don't piss me off.
You know what makes everything better? And I'm pretty sure the Golden Girls would appreciate this.
Yeah.
What makes everything better?
Cheesecake!
Cheesecake!
And we
Hi,
got
Katie!
Yay!
So it doesn't matter what kind of day you
Yep.
have, how much you have to spend on your
Yep.
car, what's going on with
Yep.
anything in life, because Katie can bake you a cheesecake.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's so exciting.
They're
Thanks for joining
freaking
us.
delicious.
Thank you for having me.
Oh my
I've been
gosh.
super excited about this.
I
I
know. We've been talking about
know.
it for a while. Since
We
Meredith's
have been.
birthday.
Yeah.
Because I got Katie to make some treats for your birthday.
for my 39th, the middle of
I was
October.
gonna bring my sign tonight. I'm still.
Oh,
gonna take, I still have to take the selfie with that
Yes.
cake sign that
Yeah.
says I lost count.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because I used to keep count of how many cheesecakes.
Yeah,
yeah.
The whole first year,
Yeah.
I knew how many cheesecakes
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
had baked.
Yeah.
Now I've no
So how
idea.
many years has it been? And where? Just tell us everything. I just want to know
Tell
everything.
us Spill the tea.
Oh, not the beans? Oh,
No.
sorry.
No.
Too stinky.
Drew's gonna be like, they're 3 minutes in, and they're already talking about it. Check mark on his list.
We haven't talked about poop yet. Shit.
It's been a while.
Well, I mean, you're talking to the perfect person. So I mean. Yeah, COVID hit. I was a server bartender for about 18 years at that point.
Oh wow.
Almost going on 19. And that was the longest vacation I didn't ask for.
Ooh,
Yeah.
I bet.
And I've always had 2 jobs. So after all the spring cleaning, I refurbished a whole, I mean, she could contest to this. I had that kitchen table or the coffee
Yes.
table out on my driveway
Yes.
for like a month. I took the whole thing apart by hand. I sanded it. I did whatever. I did everything I could, and then I had nothing left to do in my house.
So it was just to keep you busy.
I had nothing left to do in my
And
house.
you
So I'm
tried
like,
a couple
what can
different
I
businesses.
did.
Yeah. I mean, not just in the last 2 years, but
I
you know,
was a
yeah.
jewelry maker from
Yeah.
like 2007 until right before
Oh
this.
wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
I tried lots of different things, but jewelry saturated. I I knew I wanted to own a business of some sort, but I had
you want to be your own boss.
In food industry. So I had a passion for serving people. I had a passion for being nice and it making me money.
Yeah.
So at that point, 3 months in to not having a job, I decided my dad, that Thanksgiving before COVID hit, I made a cheesecake. And he's like, you got to be making this stuff.
Really?
So
that
gave you the idea.
Yeah.
Describe this cheesecake. Describe this cheesecake, though.
That I made him?
Yeah.
Because it is the OG cheesecake.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
People always ask me when they can't decide a flavor, I always go with the OG. So it's literally just a traditional graham cracker crust, a plain cheesecake, and I put mini chocolate chips in it.
Ooh.
And then I just smother that baby in gooey caramel.
Oh, my God.
Wow.
So that's it.
And what's in your caramel? Like, how do you put it on there without melting the cheesecake?
The one that I made him was literally just the Smuckers.
Oh, my
God.
God.
In a squeeze.
Like the ice cream topping or whatever?
It was just the ice cream topping.
Yeah.
Wow.
But now I actually use the Kraft caramels that you can like.
Oh,
cut
yeah,
down.
yeah.
So it's like that gooier, sticky caramel.
Yes, yeah.
Because I just learned over time, now that I've been doing it for a little bit longer, that, you know, as I'm selling them now through the bakery, as they sit for a couple days, that store-bought caramel
Sure,
just
of
kind
course. Yeah, it has to be more of a homemade. And just,
you're just kind of like, what is that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I just got really bored and decided to one day make a public Facebook post on my personal Facebook page.
Oh, that you are officially a cheesecake baker.
And I made it a public post. It was like, hey, Mother's Day is coming.
Yes.
And this was Mother's Day 2020.
Mother's Day. It was Mother's Day 2020.
Okay.
2020.
Yeah.
The week of, actually. And I made about 200 cheesecakes.
Oh my God, I remember everybody was trying to help you deliver
Everyone was
them.
trying to help me.
Holy cow.
I forgot about
get
that.
this. It's literally the day before Mother's, or was it Mother's Day?
I think
it
you
was
went out
actually
on Mother's Day. Yeah.
My mother and my father drove an hour and a half. They live out in the southern suburbs. They drove out to me on Mother's Day, my own mother, to help me deliver all these cheesecakes. Like, I literally was all over
you
the
have friends and
Northwestern.
family everywhere.
I grew up out in Moselle, and
Yeah.
I went to high school that had 7 different towns feeding
Right,
into it. So, like, I knew a lot of people everywhere.
Yeah.
And my parents had friends in Chicago I had cheesecakes delivery all the way to Chicago.
Yeah. And everyone wanted to support you, right?
Right.
Yeah.
And it just like
at one point where you're like, oh shit, what did I do?
They were dirt cheap. That's why I was like, oh shit, what did I do?
Yeah.
That's why. So how big were they and how much did you sell them for?
They were 10 inches and I was
Which is a decent size.
Yeah, it is big.
I was selling them for fucking $25.
Yeah.
With no delivery.
Oh my God.
And driving an hour for some of these, if not more.
gosh.
But that's, I guess, as I've learned, what people say you have to do in order to start a business. You have to lose in order to gain.
Yeah, it's true.
I lost.
I'm
I
sure.
slept 7 hours in 10 days.
Oh my God, from making all of them.
From making, because I have one rack and I
Yeah.
only have one set of pans and everybody was
Wow.
ordering one
Yeah.
size. So I could
Yeah.
only bake one damn cheesecake at a time.
And you only got
That
one
is
oven.
crazy.
And I
Yeah.
only have one oven. I literally was up
Oh my gosh.
for 24 hours straight, like days in a row.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
Yeah.
I remember that.
And then I was snapping on everybody.
I'm
on
sure.
Mother's
I'm
Day.
sure. Oh my
They were
gosh.
trying to ask me questions and help and think, oh my God, bless them.
Right,
Bless
of course.
my parents and my husband
Yeah.
for dealing with me that
and
day.
still be around. They're
And
still like,
be around.
yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Well, I know your husband's around. I saw him. So.
Yeah. He's still hanging on. And now he just, he's gained a little weight now.
Yeah, I'm
since I
sure.
started making cheesecakes, which we've been trying to do this for a long time.
Yeah.
So,
So you just did all of this out of your house, one rack, one pan,
Yep.
on one post,
And that
Hours.
shit blew up.
the
and you
shit
were just like,
blew
wow,
up.
now how do I make
And
money?
I gained a passion for it.
Yeah,
I started seeing such a positive outlook or, you know, like a response to it.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
like customer service wise, people are just like, she's the nicest. It's so easy. I was organized because I'm also very OCD.
Yeah.
So I had spreadsheets and everyone got an invoice and they're like, wait, you're doing this all by yourself out of your home? And I'm like,
yeah.
How else am I going to keep track of it if I don't do that? So, I mean, even for tax purposes,
of course,
I had everything
ready.
documented.
Yeah.
I kept all the money separate. And then,
boom, boom, boom.
Yeah, she knew exactly where I was going with
I
that.
knew exactly where you were going because I was pissed.
I've heard some of this story. I can't wait to hear it all.
It was very unfortunate. So it was also another holiday.
Okay.
It was the week of Valentine's.
Oh, yeah. Another big one.
Another big one. Actually, probably now bigger than
And that's
Mother's
this year
Day.
now. So now we're
It
in
was-
2021 Valentine's or before Mother's Day last year?
Before Mother's Day last year.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I get a knock at my door. I just so happen to be baking cheesecake. But I get a knock at the
There's
door.
no hiding that, right?
Yeah,
You
there's
smell
no
it
hiding
when you
it
open
now,
the door.
Right? There's no hiding it now. They knew exactly what I was doing. And it was the health department.
At your house.
Yeah, at my
Oh,
house.
no.
Now, here's the thing about that. Nobody was able to pick up from me.
Right.
I delivered.
Yeah.
And as you met me,
Yeah.
you thought my name was like KT. Like,
Right,
nobody
right.
knew
When you
my
first came down here,
name.
I was like, all right, tell me
Yeah.
what your name
Yeah.
is. Like, I don't know
Yeah.
much. But I purposely do that. I don't ask anything before they come because I want to
Right.
know it all,
Right.
you know.
My
here at
Facebook
the
name
interview.
is not my name.
Right. So basically, they can't find you.
How?
Right, exactly.
Right.
So it had
Yeah.
to be somebody you know, you mean?
like next
Shocking.
in the neighborhood.
And maybe, yeah.
Wow.
I think, yeah. But so they came knocking at my door, and they basically told me I didn't get a fine.
Oh,
thank
good.
God. But they did tell me like cease and desist.
Yeah.
And I was able to ask them, okay, well, what was the complaint?
Oh, okay. And they did tell you.
They can't tell you who, but they can tell
Right.
you what.
Right.
And it wasn't. Nobody got sick. Nobody made a complaint that they found something in it or whatever
Oh.
that your mind goes to.
Right.
Of
when you
course.
get
Like,
the
what did
health
I
department.
do wrong?
I've been
Yeah.
working in the service industry for 18 years.
You know.
When somebody calls the health department, it's
Yeah.
usually because, oh my God, I got sick, or
Yeah.
they
of
found
course.
Or
something
some
gross
plastic
in
in
it.
it or
Yeah,
something.
Right.
yeah.
And
Yeah.
they want it, instead of coming to me, they went to the health department.
Oh,
No.
there's where that fake nail went.
Yeah.
Good thing.
Yeah.
You do
Don't wear
not.
them.
Yeah, you don't even have nail polish
No,
on.
I don't. I bite my nails too much.
Oh,
no. Anxiety much?
Yeah. It sounds like you're busy. So they said,
They said it was because I didn't have a business license.
oh, did you say that you applied?
Oh, I just went this morning, as a matter of fact.
Yeah, I had, yes, I just went this morning. No. And she asked me, she knew what I was doing, and she got very emotional.
Oh,
Like she was just doing her job.
Right,
you know,
right.
That's her job. She was handed my case. She got told to come basically tell me,
Right.
hey,
yeah.
you got to stop doing it what you're doing. This is why. It's
Okay.
it's a temperature sensitive product, and I get that.
Okay.
Hey, guess what? A baked cheesecake has egg and cheese.
Yeah.
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 Keep it refrigerated.
Yeah.
Is
Makes
basically
sense.
what she was saying. But if somebody got sick, or if
Mhm.
my kitchen has not been inspected, it's not on, so I get it. It needs to be in a kitchen that's
Not
that's
used
registered.
for anything else. Yeah.
The health department knows where it's at, so they can come and do the surprise inspections, yada, yada, yada. But it was the week of Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
I had so many orders, so I had to cancel them all.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
Gotta
what I
follow the
ended
rules.
up doing is I actually just emailed every single customer that I had orders for, and I told them exactly what was going on, because I'm
Yeah.
a very honest and open
Yeah.
person.
Of course.
But at the same time, these people had orders, and in my head, I'm like, if you had an order for a holiday, you're not going to call the health department on me.
Right. Right.
Because you just paid me for a cheesecake, and then you're
Yeah.
not going to get it. Wait, what? So
Yeah.
I had an inkling, so I emailed every single one of those customers, and they're like, well, I'm so sorry that happened to you, but I've always known that
Right.
you made it out
so
of
it
your
was
house.
someone that
Right.
maybe didn't order
Right.
and
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I
Aw,
was
that's too
very
bad.
open with the fact that I was making it out of my house. So if
Yeah.
you're not comfortable with that, then don't buy it.
Right.
But yeah. So
But this is all like blessing in disguise.
was.
Yeah. I'm
right?
excited
Was.
because of where she's at now.
I know. Yeah.
So keep going. This is
and
so great.
In the restaurant industry, I was really just starting to get very beat down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm a very happy-go-lucky person, and that was always the thing that made me my money.
Yeah.
Was my
right.
outgoing personality, my ability to just like open up and talk with people and have
Right.
conversation very easily.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. But then everything just got political
Yes.
and about one thing in particular.
Yes.
Mhm.
COVID. Let's just
Yeah.
face it. Okay.
Yeah.
Listen, if you go out to dinner, your servers don't want to have a debate with you about your political stance.
Oh,
Right.
that's too bad.
I've had
Because
people at the
here's
store
the
be like,
thing.
"Well, who did you vote for?" I'm like, "Does it fucking
It
matter?"
doesn't matter.
Yeah,
because
it's a little
guess
just-
what? If my opinion does not match up with yours, my tip then is affected.
Yeah. I'm still going to serve you and I'm still, but
Right.
Yeah.
then
And I'm
if they
still
don't like her,
nice.
they
Yeah.
have that ability.
Yeah.
And it's just,
That's,
what a shame.
And then
People are jerks.
it just, I ended
We
up
really have turned, haven't
Yeah.
we? Yeah. But anyways, well, let's make it happy now.
So that's just it, is I wasn't
Yeah.
happy anymore.
Mhm.
And then suddenly I found something that was making me happy, potentially being taken away from me.
Yeah.
So I took the steps and I'm like, okay, well, what do I have to do?
Yeah.
And it was that day actually that the health department came to my house, that my cousin who owns a bakery made a job posting.
Oh, jeez.
And I had called her and she thought I was kidding, because I was like, well, what if I just up and quit my job and come work for you?
Oh my god.
Yeah.
And
Which is kind of
then-
crazy because we had Jenna and Abby on, and that's like what Jenna did.
Very
She
similar.
was like, "Okay, you're gonna open a bakery. I'm gonna come work with
Yeah.
you." You know, like
And
Yeah.
that, because
Yeah.
I didn't want to lose what I thought and I saw was becoming such a great thing.
yeah,
Yeah.
such
Like,
potential.
so
Yeah.
What if I come work for you? I get more bakery experience.
Yeah.
And then on my day off, I come bake my cheesecake, and then whatever I sell out of the bakery, you get a profit of.
Yeah.
portion of yeah.
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 And here I am almost 2 years later.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
That's crazy.
Such a great story.
So, what bakery can they go to go
They can
and
go to the
get
Sugar Circle in Woodstock.
in Woodstock,
Sugar
Illinois?
Circle.
Yeah.
What a cute name.
I
know.
joke because it's on the historic Woodstock Square, so
Yeah.
I say it's the circle in the square.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
That's cute.
That's
Yeah.
amazing.
You know
what a great
So,
story.
when I got married, we had a bridal shower for me, and my aunt, who lives south, she was like, "Oh, I'll get cupcakes," and so this was like 8 years ago,
Yeah.
9 years ago now.
Oh, shut up.
And she was like, "I found this really cute place up by where you live that I'm going to stop and get cupcakes from." And we got married in Vegas. If people listening don't know, we got married in Vegas. She came in with the cutest cupcakes. They were all Vegas themed, decks of cards, the Vegas Welcome to Vegas sign. She got them from the Sugar Circle.
Stop
Wow.
it. Oh, wow.
So your cousin has owned this for how long?
Going over 10 years.
Yeah.
Because when
Wow.
I started, that's about the vibe that I got was she's been open for 10 years. She
Yeah.
used to be over by the movie theater.
Okay.
In Woodstock?
Yes.
Okay.
So off the square.
Yeah.
But now she's actually in
But
the
now
square.
she's actually on the square.
Okay.
Yeah.
And she's next to like the Remax. And
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
And for people who are listening that aren't from our area, Woodstock, Illinois is where the movie
Yeah.
Groundhog Day starring Bill
Yep.
Murray was
Yep.
made. Woo, we're famous.
He has Woodstock Willie comes to our store
Yeah.
frequently during
Wow.
those times. So if there's any advertisement going on, we have, Woodstock Willie
Oh, that's so
awesome.
neat.
Yeah.
stopping in to say hello.
So you only had one rack and one pan. How much do you have now at the bakery?
at the
as much
bakery?
as she needs.
Oh,
Yeah.
6 racks, and I now have 3 of each, 8, 9, and
Side-
10.
okay.
And then I have 21.
Okay, so a little
forage.
more than a
I
couple
have
years
little
ago.
more- I have a little bit
Yeah.
more.
We got a little more room,
basically,
too.
Yeah, yeah.
Let's just say this. I can get everything that I bake for the bakery, which is about 15 cheesecakes plus some,
Yeah. Uh huh.
in about 2 hours.
Okay. Okay.
Where that would take me
24 full hours.
about,
Yeah.
about a
Yeah.
whole day.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
So how often are you there? If people want to come visit you,
I am there actually Thursday
no creepers,
through Sunday.
please.
Yeah.
Anyways.
I work every day that we're open. So
And what is it again?
okay.
I'm sorry, I interrupted you.
We're open Thursday through Saturday.
Okay.
8 a.m. until 2 p.m. We did just change our hours. I'm not sure if it's for Friday too. I just got my schedule. But for Thursday, it's 8 a.m. until 5.
Okay.
Good.
We're extending the hours. We did just open up our Thanksgiving orders as well.
Yeah, I saw that.
I just saw her post. So
Yeah.
for other things, you know, she's
Yeah.
got pecan pie and like all this other yummy stuff for Thanksgiving. So she's got her orders open. My orders are open until Thursday. Only because, yeah, cheesecake does take.
So how are you related?
So her.
I'm sorry, I had to cough.
She's like,
It's like I start laughing and then I get,
I know.
I
You
start
get that
wheezing.
tickle.
Yeah.
You have to.
Okay. I'm
so
good now.
how are you related?
Her grandpa and my grandma were brother and sister.
Okay.
Oh.
Wow.
So
That's so amazing.
We're like, what is it?
Bakers in the family.
I don't know, probably third
Cousins
cousin, twice removed.
or
Yeah.
something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Our moms are cousins.
Okay.
We always
Yeah.
joke about that.
Oh, that's so neat.
So, and it's funny you're talking about cousins because I just met one of Johnny's family members who is a
Yeah.
cousin that I never met, and she's from Florida, and they just got a Portillo's in Orlando.
Ooh.
How
Nice.
exciting is that?
But
I
that's
bet
just
there's a
it.
long
I
line.
just met her.
Yeah.
You know, so
Yes.
same thing.
Yes.
You know, and to find out too that her grandma and her grandpa used to babysit or like come over
Oh, wow.
to my grandparents' house with me all the time. So like
Yeah.
I knew her mom and like her grandma, her grandpa and all that,
Gosh.
but I never grew up with her.
Yeah.
She's about my older brother's age.
Yeah.
But then
So what is her specialty? I'm curious.
like wedding cakes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, so she's a decorator as well?
She's a custom bakery, so she
Okay.
specializes in like custom wedding cakes, birthday cakes.
Which is why
sugar
you have just those
cookies.
few days that you're
Also-
open, right?
right.
Okay.
She also specializes in some very delicious cinnamon rolls.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll
So
have to go
every-
out there sometime.
Every day
Katie
we're
comes home
open.
sometimes on Sundays, and I see she gets out of the car with a
That little
plastic bag.
plastic white
And I'm
bag.
like, oh shit, I hope she comes over here.
You
She,
walk
like-
over there with your plastic knife. Can I just have a little slice? A little slice?
Well, I see her. She'll like go visit all the neighbors, you know, and I'm like, come on, come over here.
She's
come
coming over here.
Come over here.
See, it's true.
Yeah,
That's so fun.
yeah, and they're huge.
She just got a printer too, which is
Oh,
so much
yeah,
fun.
yeah,
An
yeah.
edible
Like an art.
printer.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Sorry.
So she's
Sorry,
been
I'm
having fun. How dare you?
It's almost like
Have
she
I-
had COVID
I'm
or
so
something.
Sorry. I saw like my nose is all crusty and dry. I have zits on my face from wearing my mask.
Oh,
you want to? Yeah, you want
gosh.
to talk about that?
I'm just falling apart.
Yeah.
Falling apart.
It's my most favorite thing about having to wear masks. I'll comply. I'll wear them.
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
won't complain. I will complain about the acne that I have in my mid 30s
Yeah.
now due to a mask.
Yeah.
And I wash it. Don't tell like
Yeah.
before anybody's like, well, wash your face or wash your mask. Yeah,
We
I
do.
do that
you have
shit.
to.
But
Yeah.
then we
You work in a
sweat-
bakery. Everything has to be clean at least to start.
Sweat our asses off.
Yeah.
Exactly.
inside of
I'm
the
working in
mask.
a 100-degree bakery with a mask covering my face that I could barely breathe in all day. So yeah, I'm covered in acne now, and I love it.
So,
Sorry, I had to take another cough break.
Aw.
I'm not sick, but you know, it's
I
like,
know. It just, that happened after COVID last year. You constantly had that like tickle or
Yeah.
whatever in your throat. It's the
Yes.
same
Post-
thing.
It's my
Nasal
long haul.
Yeah.
Well, it's my long haul COVID is that I'll be talking and all of a sudden like my spit goes down wrong or I
yeah,
get a
it just
tickle
tickles.
and like
yeah.
that's
yeah.
happened a couple times in my life, but
But it
since
was
I
a lot.
had COVID, it's
It's
Yeah.
happening more.
constantly.
And now you're just getting over this cold. So
Yeah,
of course it's
yeah.
gonna like any little
That's
thing that
probably-
you do.
It's probably a false negative.
Yeah, no. I mean, you definitely didn't have it. And you're not coughing all over your microphone right now. So no, I'm not worried about it. It's your microphone. No one else uses it. So
I know this one's mine. I can lick it if I want to.
That would
don't
be a
even clean
weird
hers.
noise. Please don't lick it.
Is that why I'm sick? Because you never cleaned mine. Thanks, Meredith.
Just kidding. No, lick it. Everyone that likes ASMR would be like, oh, that's
Yeah,
cool.
really.
I don't, that's like an aggressive ASMR.
That was our fingernails, by the way. We were not licking it.
You probably can't hear it in the car, but that's all right.
Oh, it's funny.
Oh, God.
Oh, hey, you know what? I'm just going to detour for a second. Speaking about being in the car. So mom caught up on all the
Yeah,
podcasts.
yeah, yeah.
And she's in her work truck, so she has it real loud because she drives a work truck, which I saw her today and she honked at me and it made my day.
That's
but
awesome.
anyways, so the Halloween drums, she's driving and she's like, what the fuck is wrong with my car? She thought the truck was messed up because the Halloween drums were like boom, boom,
Yes.
boom. Because they start like
Success.
quiet and get loud, you know? And she's like, oh my God, what's going on? Okay, anyway, so yeah.
Yes, success.
Yeah.
And hi, Mom.
Hi, Mom.
Hi, Mom.
That's great. So I'm super curious now. So we talked about how many racks. You got great racks. You got
great racks.
You got a great rack.
They're hot racks.
They're hot racks. You got some hot pans. So, like, how many do you sell? I'm super curious on this. 'Cause I think we have a lot of people that want to start their own business.
Okay,
I think they
so-
want to know
Right.
what,
We have
what
to
it's all
mention
about.
also that a couple local restaurants.
That's what I was
Yeah,
going to
yeah.
say.
So just
I am getting
run
up
us
there.
through it all. Run us through it all.
So per week, I actually have the bakery as well as 2 local restaurants that
Okay.
I'm served out of. So on average, I make about 20 cheesecakes a week.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
That's a lot. Because that's a lot of
Um,
slices. If you picture
it
the
is.
slice that you get
Yeah.
from a restaurant,
Yeah.
it's not that big because it's so rich.
Right.
You know, so
right.
that's a lot of pieces you can
And
get out
when
of
you
one.
have it with like caramel and chocolate chips,
Or
and
strawberries and blueberry, whatever they want to do with the
Right.
restaurant,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
Yeah.
A real popular one that I usually only do in the winter, but people tend to forget about in the summer, but people tend to forget about in the winter is lemonberry.
Oh.
You made those for that wedding. Yeah.
So it's like
Yeah.
mixed berry with the lemon zest?
lemon
or?
curd on top. It's
Oh,
literally
okay,
just
okay.
a plain cheesecake, and I
So good.
smother that baby in lemon curd and
Yeah.
then just fresh berries all over. the
Okay.
Oh,
Oh,
God.
amazing.
Sounds so good.
So about 20 a week, and
About
that
20
includes
a
the
week.
restaurants?
That includes the restaurants and the bakery.
That's a lot.
All different sizes, so
Yeah.
that could include
Yeah.
like the mini bites and stuff that I make too. But
Yeah.
I'd like to get out to more, but that's just it. You
Yeah,
you
you're
gotta
one-
learn
you're one
your
person.
I'm one person. I am kind of getting to that point where I wish
Mm.
I could hire somebody, but I don't.
Yeah.
My
Yeah.
profit margin isn't high enough yet.
Yeah.
Just on myself, just with
Sure,
the cheesecakes
sure.
and to bring on help. That's why I was joking around with the neighbor about
I thought I was gonna sneeze.
the daughter.
You're falling apart tonight.
I'm sorry. The neighbor with the daughter.
I don't know if you heard him the other night when we were in the garage, and I was like,
oh
I'll
yeah.
totally have her come.
She needs a job. Yeah.
But
yeah.
even if I had her come for like 3 hours
Yes.
at the bakery, gave her 30,
even to
40
just wash
bucks.
dishes for
Yeah.
you.
That's it.
Yeah.
It's like it's the cleanup. It's
Yeah.
here. Can you just mix that?
Shit,
while
I would go do dishes
this?
just to have a piece of cheesecake
my
on the way home.
And
I would
one of those
drive all the
cinnamon
way
rolls.
to Woodstock.
Probably
No, yeah.
send
Cinnamon
you
rolls.
home with one.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
just. I would rather pay
I'd be
you in
like, can I come wash your
cheesecake than
pans and
in-
your racks for a piece of cheesecake?
You can,
and
you can
cinnamon
wash
roll?
my racks anytime, Meredith.
But you know what?
Everyone's
you know what I
rolling their eyes
love
right
about.
now.
You know what I love about our neighbor's daughter is she's what 13 now.
Oh, yeah.
And
she's
I know who you're talking
ambitious,
about.
but she's ambitious.
She's one that like wants to earn money.
Yes.
She wants to work, but God forbid you ask her to clean her room.
Oh, no, but she'll
Yeah.
go
You
clean
know what
racks.
though?
And
Here,
yeah.
you know what though? That's exactly how. And I know my mom's gonna listen to this one because
Yeah.
I'm on it. That's exactly how I was
Yeah.
at her age.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
My room was a disaster.
Right.
You couldn't walk a foot without
Yeah.
stepping on something.
And now your
that
kitchen
made
is
you
like spotless,
Yeah.
right? And the
Spotless.
bakery's
I
spotless.
literally-
And yeah.
sweep and vacuum and dust my house every day.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, my husband's allergic to the 2 cats that we have.
Yeah.
And that might have something to do with it. But
But yet you still do it. There's other people that don't
I
care.
do
so.
it every day.
Right. Yeah.
And like you said, my kitchen, don't come at me right after, like while I'm baking.
Of
or
course,
like
of
right
course.
after.
Yeah.
Because,
Yeah.
and
But
that's
it's-
just it too. A lot of those times I was making dinner while I was making.
Oh
those
my
cheesecakes.
gosh. Oh my gosh. I'm so happy that you're at a bakery now.
Yeah.
Because then you can just walk away from it.
Yeah.
You know, you need to walk
You're
away
not
from
living
work.
in it. Yeah.
Yeah, you're not living in it
Well,
24/7.
Well,
You can't sleep one night and then you're like, I'll go make a cheesecake. It's like it's not that easy when the bakery's somewhere else.
When I'm like, hey, it's Meredith's birthday, can you make me some treats? And she's like, yeah, but I'm gonna make them in my kitchen. I'm like, fuck yeah.
Oh yeah. That kind of stuff for sure.
Right.
So sometimes she has to bring
if it's
work
for
home
friends
with her.
and family.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm like, it's being out of my house, bro.
Yeah.
Right. And my boss has her schedule of things that she's got to get done.
Right.
Just like, I did text her to be like, hey, I've got a lot going on today, but I have a doctor's appointment tomorrow.
Yeah.
Can I come like before or after?
Yeah.
But I got to keep in mind that that's her prep day.
Yeah, right.
Because we're open the next day.
Yeah.
So,
Does she sell items behind a glass too? Like cookies
yes.
and
have
muffins or whatever?
Thursday, Friday, and Saturday we have cupcakes usually.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay.
So we'll have cupcakes on display. Saturdays we'll tend to do like Danishes.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to send you a picture of my cupcakes from my wedding shower, too.
Yeah, I can't remember. Like,
I don't think you were there.
I wasn't there, but I can't remember any posts about them or what they look like. I didn't realize that they were
really
from the
awesome.
same place.
Yeah. That's really awesome.
Yeah.
That she did that
Yes.
because I didn't even.
She's
again, like I said, I didn't even know her
She does like
then.
amazing, like detailed stuff. It's awesome.
Yes.
Oh wow, so fun. All right, so let's talk about all your flavors. What's number one? Let's make everybody hungry, and then they're all just going to start driving to Woodstock.
Keep count of is I used to do like a post of like how many cheesecakes and like what the favorite flavor of the week was.
Yeah.
When I first started, it was a Samoa cookie.
I'll
start from the very beginning.
Okay, so
of course the
only old
OG,
people,
but
only old people know what Samoas are. Because now they're called something
now
different.
they're called, my coworker at work.
Caramel Delights.
Caramel Delights.
It's a Girl Scout cookie.
Okay.
It's a Girl Scout cookie.
Yeah.
So it was a chocolate cookie crust, plain cheesecake, and then I toasted coconut, tossed it in caramel, slathered it on top, and then smothered that baby in chocolate sauce.
Yeah. Oh my God.
That one was
Holy shit.
I want cheesecake now.
And I don't like
holy smokes.
I don't like holy smokes.
That is definitely not sick.
And I don't like coconut.
Oh, I love coconut.
But I loved Caramel Delights.
Yeah.
Sorry, there's air quotes.
I know.
Yeah. That was popular for a long time. Now it's kind of a toss-up because I just keep coming out with new things.
Yeah.
And I don't think I can really pinpoint a favorite. I did a Death by Chocolate Oreo.
Okay.
People seem to really like it, but then I got feedback that it was really, really rich.
Yeah.
Okay, and they can only enjoy a little bit.
And they can only enjoy a little bit.
Yeah.
So I kind of try to dial back from that.
What did you make when we smoked meat?
I made
that was a good one.
A peanut butter cup.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh man. So
I gave me like the biggest piece, and like we ate all this smoked meat, and she's like, I made cheesecake too, and I'm like,
I smoked a like 11-pound
pork butt.
butt.
Yeah.
And had all the neighbors over.
Yeah.
And then I baked a cheesecake.
And I was like trying to eat this cheesecake, like, oh my God, I'm so full. But
I'm trying to give it all the kids, and they didn't want to eat it.
I know.
What is wrong with the kids today?
They're weird.
I literally tried to offer them a peanut butter chocolate cheesecake.
Yeah. And they're like, no thanks.
And they
I had enough butt.
You know what? It's
they didn't even have any butt.
It's because they're like weird about eating in front of people where we don't care. We're like, that's delicious.
They're teenage girls. Yeah.
I watched the one girl that puts all the gems on her face and then goes.
Oh yes, yes.
You know, like with her nails.
Scratches them. Yeah. It's funny that you're doing it with your mouth because everyone at home right now is like, "What the hell?
What am I? I'm looking
she takes
at her
her
like
fake nails and she puts
what
it
am
all
I missing?
like. So she makes these designs on her face, and she shows how she does it, and it's unbelievably cool. I can't think of her name right now. I wish I could give her credit. But then like her next video is her like just doing ASMR and tapping them,
all the gems.
And then her third video or however sometimes she does the photo shoot to the photo whatever
photo shoot
and photo shoot the photo shoot. And then the like third or fourth video is her peeling it off.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's crazy.
Which her face has to be so smooth, right?
It's so smooth, but when she gets done, it's a little bit red.
Yeah.
But her face is very smooth. Yeah. Yeah, she's very pretty. It's really cool what she does.
I need that. That'll wax my whole face.
Yeah,
for
yeah.
me.
If you know what, I'll post about it if I can remember the name. I found her on
I
TikTok
know
and then
I've
I
seen
see her
her
on
before.
Instagram.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can take a look later, but so
I bet if I look at my messages, you sent me one.
I'm
so,
sure I did
yeah.
because I was like, this is freaking
is
cool.
good.
It's not as cool as cheesecake. But it's cool.
Yeah.
And you wouldn't want to find one of those gem things in your cheesecake.
No. I actually have a funny story about that. But we
please
can
do.
get back.
No, go ahead.
Did somebody put a gem in your cheesecake?
Back is
No,
now.
it's actually about cake.
Okay.
Yeah. So somebody ordered a cake and
Yeah.
they wanted like gemstones on it.
Oh my God. No, you can't put something on there that you can't eat.
That's not edible. Yeah.
Well,
That's like the number one rule about food.
that's what they wanted. So we did it, and then their biggest complaint was
They were crunchy and breaking teeth.
somebody almost broke a tooth. We're like, well, but
What?
That's what you wanted. Why would you put something on a cake that you can't fucking eat?
If Abby's listening right now,
Right?
She's like, oh no, rule number 1, all
Yes.
edible.
Abby, would you ever put something on a cake you couldn't eat?
Let
I
us
don't
know.
think
Let
so.
us know.
no.
I'm pretty sure she's gonna agree that you don't
It's one
do
thing
that.
to put edible flowers.
Right.
You know,
and
you
the
can eat
flowers
'em.
were edible, but they wanted like a shiny gemstone.
Oh my
and how
gosh.
can you do that in an edible?
Yeah, I'm sure they're
product.
out there, but
So I guess
you have
my
to-
question for your baker friend would be, what would you have done that would have been edible?
Yeah. I'm sure it's out there, but
Call
you
her.
have to like. No, I'm sure she's working, but I'm sure there's like. You probably should have had some kind of disclaimer like this will break your teeth and they're not real.
Yeah.
And it was on fondant, and let's be
Yeah.
And nobody
real.
eats fondant anyways.
Thank you. That was exactly what my boss's thought was. It was on the outside of the cake, and
She
it
was
was
like,
on a
"Eh,
piece of fondant.
Ain't nobody
eats
gonna eat it anyways.
Oh, okay.
And if
okay.
and if they do eat it, it's gonna be a kid, and they're just gonna poop out the little diamonds.
Oh my gosh,
anyway.
here we go with the poop again.
Because that's usually, and even I fed fondant to my nephews at my mom's birthday party, and they stuffed it in their mouth and they spit it out. Right
Yeah,
there. They're
yeah.
like, that's gross. I'm
Yeah.
like, well, yeah, it's
Nobody eats fondant.
So what is
Nasty.
so your most popular cheesecake is what? Is the Samoa?
the Samoa cookie.
Okay.
Right when I started, and now there's just too many. I try to.
you
tell
know what?
people-
Because it's like every 2 weeks you change up your menu.
I was just
I
gonna
do.
ask that.
Yeah,
So are
yeah.
you do the menu or do you have people do custom orders?
I do the menu, and then I have it open to custom orders. So my website actually has pictures and descriptions of every
Okay.
cheesecake
What's your
that I've
website?
made. It is unfortunately I don't have the domain name, so it's
Oh.
ktcakes20.wixsite.katiescheesecake.com.
Jesus, we're just
I
gonna have
know.
to post that
That's
one.
that's why I apologized before you asked me what it was.
Well,
and
we'll
I
make sure we
added the
tag you because
disclaimer.
you're on
Yeah.
Facebook
Yeah.
and you're
Yeah.
very active on Facebook. So we'll
All
make
my
sure we
business
tag
cards have that original, so I thought if I bought
Yeah.
the, whatever.
you. Yeah,
Um,
Yeah.
And what does the T stand for?
Katie.
Oh, so it's
KT.
just Kate. Okay,
Yeah,
like
KT, Katie.
okay, okay.
Couldn't think of anything.
I didn't know if it was a last
more
name
clever,
or not. Yeah, and that's
so,
that's
no.
very clever. I was just wondering.
I just
Yeah.
go by my real name.
I just ask all the questions.
Nobody knows my real name.
Yeah.
It's
Well, we do now.
literally
She told
two-
us, but we're not saying.
It's 2 letters only, K and T.
Yeah, yeah,
But
exactly.
that's the
and
best
T.
part. Actually, you can just Google KT's Cheesecakes.
Yeah,
And it comes
Oh,
up.
and it
that's
comes up.
amazing.
Both my
Okay.
Facebook and my website.
So it's original.
come up.
Okay,
That's
good,
great.
good, yeah.
Good.
Oh
good,
yeah, I
good.
went through all that to add on to the previous story. That was one of the hoops I had to jump through.
Yes, for a business license,
yes,
right?
I had to get a business license, and you have to post your name, like the name that
Yep,
you want, in
yep.
the newspaper for like 3 weeks
Oh,
consecutively.
really?
Yeah, you have to pay to put an ad in the newspaper to put that name out there. So if somebody already has your name, that name registered, they can then see it and then contest it.
Okay, but wouldn't
You
Wouldn't-
would. I know
wouldn't-
exactly where you're going,
wouldn't
and
they
you would think that they would
know?
have a registry of names
if
of
they
businesses.
can, if they can track who has the vaccine and who doesn't,
Yeah,
I would think they can track.
it's because
a
nobody
business
wants
name
to
that's
look
been
through
used.
I'm gonna give
business
you
names.
my lawyer's number, our lawyer's number, because we didn't have to do that.
It might be, but I had like a health.
Yeah,
It might-
it's different.
it
I
might-
mean, it might be
yeah.
different.
It's a different
yeah.
type of business.
Yeah, for sure,
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had to get insurance. I'm sure
we do.
I
we
had
have
to
it
get
all.
insurance. I had to get the whole 9
We're
yards.
legit in this circle tonight. We're legit.
She keeps saying we. I just show up every week.
You're in. Without you, like I thought you had COVID 2 weeks ago. I'm like, what the hell am I going to do
What am I
without
gonna
her?
do?
Who's going to be my co-host? Because I was only worried about me.
I was gonna die.
I was only worried about me. I'm very selfish about
Jesus.
this. Like if I don't have you, I have
like,
nothing.
She's gone.
She's gone. That's it. That's it. I was almost
She's
gonna
gone.
like put out like now hiring.
Oh
because
my god.
Bye, Cass.
Oh, that's so funny.
I was very worried, and I was very selfish worried about me.
That's so funny.
She said
I
she's
didn't
sick.
know
I'm like,
this was an
great.
interview.
right? Shit, either did I.
Katie's like, see you next week. See you,
Yeah,
Cass.
right? I'm out.
That's gonna
Make
it
way.
really awkward when we both get home at the same
Yeah. I did bring you, don't forget.
crap. I'm walking home.
No
Meredith,
way.
Meredith, you better give her a ride.
This podcast would be nowhere without you.
Oh,
You have to
please.
stay. So keep
I just
yourself
show up every
healthy.
week.
Keep taking your zinc and your iron and all your handful of vitamins. You keep
Vitamin C.
Snapchatting and
Vitamin C, zinc,
D.
vitamin D.
Yep. Take them all.
That's pretty
Everybody.
much all I took,
Take your
yeah.
vitamins.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter what you put in your body. Just take your vitamins. We don't care what else you do.
So will you give me your recipe, Katie?
That's a big nope.
Good, because I don't want to make them anyways. I'll just pay you to do it.
Yeah. And that's just it. Is people don't realize. Sometimes they look at my price and they're like, ugh,
Yeah.
really?
They're
I was
going
going
to
to
pricey,
ask you,
but it's worth it.
You know what? I was going to ask her pricing, but it may change. So I don't want you to put it out
It
here,
does.
and then it's going to fluctuate
Yeah.
during
It
the
fluctuates.
seasons and
It
stuff.
has fluctuated a little bit, unfortunately, due to our
Okay,
current
so
times. But
let's talk about the price of everything has gone up lately.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So you started out with 10-inch at $25.
Yes.
What's a 10-inch now?
10-inch now is about $55.
Exactly.
yeah.
So let's everybody in 10 years. So what year is it? 2021. In 2031, we're gonna call Katie and we're gonna be like, so how much are you charging?
how
now?
much are my
It'll be
cheesecakes?
like
Yeah.
$145, right?
for
Inflation.
a 4-inch personal,
Yeah.
personal
But
pan
let's be
cheesecake.
real. I was not charging
For
what I
$150
should
bucks.
have been.
Right, of
Yeah.
course. Now, did you have anybody complain like you only charged me $25, last year? Did you have anybody say that?
No.
Okay,
actually.
so they realize what they're getting.
I will maybe get a scoff. Like, I did have my prices higher at the bakery when I started.
Yeah.
Because I don't think people understood. Like, I'm also paying rent.
yeah,
Yeah.
right.
So yeah, I would have a couple people go, oh, really, for that size? So I compensated a little bit.
Yeah.
But no, yeah, my prices have definitely gone way up. It's not this no bake. It's 100% scratch.
I was going to ask
Yeah.
you the difference between no bake and bake. What is
Eggs.
eggs,
Eggs.
right? Okay.
it's literally just eggs.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that's why you have to bake them.
Yes.
Nobody
Yep,
wants
you gotta-
the health
you gotta
department
bake that
knocking on the door.
protein. But even still, for a no bake, what a lot of people don't realize is it still needs to be refrigerated.
Yeah.
Yes.
Cream cheese actually has a very short shelf life.
Okay.
For outside of the fridge.
Mm-hmm.
Because I was going to say, are you serious? Because I leave it in my fridge
No,
for like 3 months
for
and
out-
eat
for
it.
out-
I'm
but
like, as long as it's not
actually-
moldy.
Yeah.
Actually, that's another good piece of little information is cheesecake actually lasts longer than most sweets. on the
Oh, good to
shelf
know.
okay.
In the
Okay.
fridge, which is why it's a good investment for restaurants and why a
Okay.
lot of restaurants like to serve
Ah,
cheesecake
Yes.
because you can freeze it
Yeah.
Yeah.
and
let
serve
it defrost by slice. Yes.
Okay. Very good to know. I didn't
Okay.
know
Yes.
that.
See, so anybody who owns a restaurant that's listening,
Yeah.
get your desserts from Katie.
You can freeze it.
Okay,
and
wow,
order in
that's-
bulk.
yes, I
and
could see
that's
that.
What one of the restaurants does, they order in bulk, and then if they don't necessarily need it at that time when I deliver,
Yeah.
they just throw it in the freezer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then they bring it out when they need it.
That's
And it's-
perfect.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Mm-hmm. Very
It
good.
doesn't change the consistency, the texture, the taste.
So
Yeah.
what you're saying is I need to order a cheesecake so I can just throw
For
it in
yourself
the freezer
and just throw it
take
in
it
the
out,
freezer.
slice,
Yeah.
slice, slice.
I was gonna say, yeah, slice it first.
Yeah.
Right? You
Put little
sell 'em
parchment
in-
paper
Yes.
between it or something,
Yep.
maybe.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then when you're ready, just
Yeah.
one slice out.
Well, and
Shit.
I've heard
Yep.
eating it frozen, because I used to make
Oh
my
my
mini bites
God.
frozen,
My teeth are
is
too
like
sensitive
ice
for
cream.
that.
Mine are too sensitive for that
Yeah.
too.
Yeah, I couldn't do it.
But it's like ice
It's got to be
cream.
room temperature and almost
Okay,
like
you know what I want to
falling
do
over.
now is just take like a
I've created a
defrosted
monster.
and put a popsicle stick in it and then dip it in the magic shell.
I do that. I do that. Not
awesome.
frozen, but I would sell them as many. So
Yes.
what I would do to try to up my minimize my losses.
Oh yeah.
Is if I had any plain cheesecake left at the end of our short week at the bakery,
Yeah.
I would cut it in quarters.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then what did I do? I stuck a popsicle stick in it and I dipped it in chocolate and put some sprinkles on it.
At the stores we call those shrink busters.
Yeah.
Shrink busters.
Yes.
Yep.
And then I froze it.
Yep.
And then I would sell it the next week.
Yeah.
Because cheesecake actually has a longer shelf life.
Yeah.
So yes, it didn't sell, and I'm not going to keep
As
it
a
in
whole.
the same package.
Of
as
course.
a whole.
No.
Yeah.
No, it's already been in there for 4 days. So then I'm going to cut it up, and now it's in an airtight chocolate package, and it's frozen.
Yeah.
So it
People are probably like, I'm not eating a piece of cheesecake that's 8 days old.
Shut up.
Really?
Yes,
You eat
you
ass,
do.
okay?
Yes, you
So-
do.
And you probably
a piece of
left that
cheesecake
baby
gonna
out
do?
all night long, too.
Yeah.
We're here. It's in like a
Just like your
kitchen
pizza.
commercial fridge where it belongs.
I think, you know what, and that's one of my favorite things is to like troll
And it
people
never
on the
left the
internet
fridge.
that are like, oh, that's gross. And I'm like, really?
please.
Like you've never
Right.
put your tongue up
It
your
never
boyfriend's
left the
butt.
fridge. Yeah.
Gross.
I know.
Stop
I've
it.
never done. That's so gross. I have never. Just so we're clear, I've
How
never
did we
eaten
just get
Johnny's
so
butthole.
dark?
I don't
Oh my
know.
God.
You might have to edit that one out. Just to be
We're in
clear,
trouble. We're in trouble.
I'm sure you do a lot more dirty things in the bedroom than, eating something that's been 8 days old,
You know.
Oh my God. I have a surprise for you. Woo-hoo-hoo.
I would have never guessed.
Don't worry. I'll try
I
to
warned
help
her
you
this
as
time.
much as I can.
She's always so surprised, so I warned her this time. I said, get ready.
I'm like, you can't have a cheesecake quiz.
Funtrivia.com does.
Fun trivia.
They do.
Cheesecake quiz. 10 questions. All right, let's see. Let's see.
Hold on, I got to crack open a drink for this one.
These are actually pretty good. So these are
They
called
are delicious.
High Noon Sun Sips. I have grapefruit. What do you have?
I have peach.
And what do you have?
Peach.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks for bringing
Yeah.
them. They're
Thank
very
you.
good.
Delicious.
They're very good. Yeah. Check
If I
them
don't
out.
show up to work
They're
tomorrow, you know why.
No, they're gluten free and only 100 calories.
Ooh. And we were just talking about them because
Like
the White
I
Claw.
care. No.
You
If
wanna
I
know-
drink White Claw,
you
they
wanna
keep
know
me up all
why?
night.
What
What is it?
I bet you it's because White Claw has added sugar and this one doesn't.
I am up all
Oh.
night. I will have 2 White Claws like on a night when we
Yeah.
record. I cannot sleep all night.
Yeah.
Like these, I feel like because they're vodka and seltzer water. Is that what you said? Or
Yeah.
bubbly?
Yeah.
I think I'll be fine, but I'll let you all know at like 2 in the
with
morning.
real
I'll text you
fruit
guys.
juice, sparkling
I'm
water, and
waiting.
natural
I'm
flavors.
determined to get Damn it.
All right, you ready?
Yes.
All right, so this says may have. So I don't know. I don't even know if they know this, but
Okay.
cheesecake may have been served as early as. Now it's going to give you a year and then the reasoning, okay? So
Okay,
all right.
okay.
So first one. 1605 at a celebratory dinner in Paris honoring the popular King Henry the 1 minus 5 is 4. 1897 during a New Year's gala at the Waldorf Astoria in New York City. I feel like that might
I
be
feel
it.
like
New
that
York
might
cheesecake,
be it.
quote
Yeah.
unquote.
Yeah.
1880 when Philadelphia brand cheesecake was first marketed and its inventor needed to develop a use for its new form of cheese.
Okay, because
Holy shit,
New
this is
York
complicated.
cheesecake is like Philadelphia is
Yeah,
you. So
yeah.
okay.
Wow,
Okay,
this
all
one
right.
really, this one
Okay.
throws you some
Yeah,
balls.
yeah.
Or 1776 BC when cheesecakes were fed to athletes at the first Olympics in Greece.
No.
Can I throw you a curveball?
Yeah.
You want to say no right away, but it's that one.
It really?
You think so?
Yeah.
All right, we'll go with Katie.
All right, we're going with the athletes. Okay. So it highlighted it orange and I clicked next. It did not give me the
It
answer.
doesn't tell us.
It's going to
Okay.
tell
I
us
think
at
you
the
have to
end.
go through the whole. Yeah.
Okay, we're going,
Oh,
and then there's only
shoot.
10. So
Okay,
all right,
okay.
all right. What is usually the main ingredient of a cheesecake? Fresh cream, Limburger cheese, cream cheese, cake mix.
Cream cheese.
Can I answer sarcastically?
Sometimes we do them wrong. Wrong answers only.
It's cream cheese, but I really wanted to say cake mix.
I'm going to say Limburger cheese.
That's like stinky cheese,
Yes.
right?
Yeah. It is the stinky cheese.
Dude, I had a lady return it. She was like, this cheese
smells like my husband's feet.
Disgusting. And I was like, well, it's Limburger.
Limburger.
She's like, I don't think it's supposed to smell like that. And I'm like, Google it, bitch.
Did you really?
Yeah.
I had a bad
I didn't say
return,
bitch,
but we'll talk
Okay.
about
Okay.
that later.
Okay.
Question number 3.
Okay.
So far, you're good, I think. Let's see. Yeah, they just turn it orange, so I don't even know. It's not giving any hints.
That's
Rude.
okay.
Which ingredients are often used to make a cheesecake crust? You ready?
Yep.
Graham crackers,
Yes.
oatmeal flakes,
No.
cornmeal,
No.
oatmeal mixed with butter.
Well,
Here's the problem. They all could technically be
Oh, and
used
I missed this.
as
I'm so sorry. This one said cornmeal mixed with mashed peas.
Get out.
But it also says traditional, doesn't it? For a
Which
traditional
ingredients
crust?
are often used to make a cheesecake's crust? Doesn't say
Graham
traditional.
Well, that's not
Graham
fair
crackers.
because any of those ingredients could actually be used.
No,
However,
you ain't using no fucking cornmeal to make
I
a
have used
cheesecake
oat
crust.
though. I have used.
I can see the
oat.
oat. I can see the oat, but it's graham crackers.
It is graham crackers.
Okay.
I'm dragging it.
It turned
on.
it orange. No, you're good. This is what we do here. This is what we do. We drag all stories on. All right, number 4.
Okay.
Some cheesecakes are baked in an oven while others are served unbaked. Huh, funny. We were just talking about that. What is often missing in an unbaked cheesecake?
Eggs.
I'm not even going to read
Huevos.
them. I'm not even going to read the
Huevos.
answers.
Labels.
What characterizes New York style cheesecakes?
Ooh.
Okay, think about a New
Strawberries.
York style cheesecake.
No.
Out of strawberries.
Okay, we'll see. They have a thin layer of chocolate mousse in the middle.
Oh, see?
They are rich, dense, thick, creamy, and unadorned.
Oh, my goodness.
They always have a caramel topping.
No.
They are never available outside of New York City.
It's B.
Yeah, B. Second
So
one.
rich, dense, thick, creamy.
I
And unadorned.
claim that mine are New York style.
Okay. Oh,
Yeah,
all
okay.
right, All right.
Okay.
That's good. That's a good thing. All right. Number 6. What helps make Italian cheesecake special?
Ooh.
Ricotta?
I was gonna say, can I answer without knowing?
Go ahead.
Ricotta.
Okay.
Is it instead
It's
of cream
ricotta.
cheese? Ooh,
Yeah.
that sounds good.
Prosciutto.
Ew.
Mozzarella.
No.
They have a much higher ratio of sugar to cheese than other cheesecake varieties.
No,
What makes them special?
It's
Ricotta.
It's the ricotta.
It's the ricotta.
All right.
ricotta.
What kind of cheese
Gabagool.
is used?
Sorry.
What kind of cheese is used in German cheesecakes?
Ooh.
Go ahead, you want to guess?
Guess it.
It starts with an S. It's
Nope, I don't have that.
Wait, what is it? Schlockenspiel?
Schlockenspiel.
Wait, hold on. What was the
that
name
means
of the
beer and brats.
no. Go ahead with
What's the name of the
yeah.
beer at Brat House?
No.
Speckled calf?
No.
Oh,
What was the schlock?
It's called
when I said
spotted
that-
cow.
Hammenschlager.
Oh,
Hammerschlager.
I
You're like,
know.
that's what happens to me.
Schlockenschlagered.
All right, what
Okay.
kind of cheese is used
Okay.
in German? All right,
Okay.
so it begins with a Q. Quark, Zenith, Quasar, Acme. Ooh,
You
this
can
might
tell.
stump you guys.
You can tell by our
Ooh,
silence that we have no fucking
no,
clue.
there's another word.
What word is German? Let me think.
I think it's quirk, but I think there's another
Quark?
name for it. And I
Zenith?
think it starts with an S.
Well, maybe it's the Z one then.
Is it the Quasar? I'm sorry, it's Quasar. It's Quasar. I'm saying it wrong. I'm sorry about that.
Quasar.
Or yeah, Quasar.
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 Oh, no.
Quasar.
That sounds
No,
like that
that
sounds
sounds-
German.
That sounds French.
It doesn't sound like
Acme.
anything, okay?
Acme sounds, I don't know, like I don't
Like
know,
Looney
like a cartoon.
like Looney Tunes. Which of these is often spread on the top surface of cheesecakes? Caramel is not in it.
I know,
Strawberries.
That's so
Strawberries.
sad.
Lightly sweetened sour cream, grape jelly, stewed plums,
Ooh.
marshmallow fluff.
Ooh.
In a
That's an
traditionally
often
New York,
spread.
In a
No,
New York,
this is not New York.
Okay.
This is just
I-
funnytrivia.com.
It's sour cream.
Can I just say all of those sound delicious?
I am not a fan of grape jelly, but I would absolutely try it on one of Katie's cheesecakes.
I'm gonna go with sour cream only because with a lot of recipes, especially with ricotta cheesecakes,
Yeah.
there's sour cream in it.
Okay.
Okay, do you want to
I
do that?
agree with you on
So
that. Yeah,
I'm gonna
because
go
I think
with
that sounds
sweet sour
good.
cream.
9.
Yeah.
We're almost done. Why do restaurateurs like to have cheesecake on the menu?
Ooh.
All right.
Boom,
First of all,
baby.
because it's Katie's Cheesecakes. Okay, that's not part of the answer, unfortunately.
Oh, shoot.
It's relatively inexpensive and simple to make. Okay.
That's not true.
And can be sold at a good profit. Most varieties don't lose flavor or texture if frozen, so they can be prepared and stored in advance if needed.
Mic drop.
Cheesecake has a longer shelf life than most other desserts. Hold on, there's an all of the above.
It's
it's
all of the above.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
I don't find it to be relatively inexpensive.
Well, prices have changed.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, who knows when
depending
this
on the
is.
recipe, it is not that expensive.
Really?
When
Like
it
you
comes
need,
to a
like,
slice.
Time consuming.
Yes.
Right.
Okay, so this is the longest question and answer ever that we will probably ever have on the podcast. Are you ready?
Am I going to have to
Oh,
make you repeat
snap.
it? Because I forget.
You're at a dinner party and there's a luscious chocolate mousse cheesecake among the dessert selections. The 10-inch diameter cheesecake has a layer of chocolate, cheesecake slathered with a layer of chocolate mousse, all within a chocolatey crust.
Oh, my God.
Hold on, there's
Oh,
more.
Lord.
It's been cut into 12 servings. We're talking about a 10-inch diameter.
Okay.
And there's even a little glob of
So
whipped
those are
cream
big
on
slices.
each slice. Exclamation mark. Approximately how many calories are in?
Oh, my God.
Have you looked at me lately?
Too many.
Does it look like I care about
calories are in okay, so approximately how many calories are in one enticing serving of this chocolate mousse cheesecake? That was like a poem.
Give me the options.
300, about the same as a pint of half liter of milk.
780.
780, about the same as 7 boiled potatoes.
What the fuck? Why do they compare it to
Ooh.
potatoes?
970,
Oh,
about the
no.
same as a dozen apples. That's not a comparison. Cheesecake and
No.
apples.
Cheesecake and potatoes is any better?
1600,
No.
about the same as 1 pound of cream cheese.
I'm gonna go with the 780.
Oh, 780.
780.
Yeah.
Yeah?
No.
Because
I'm
there's
going
a
to say 3.
3.
For
I'm-
12 slices?
12 servings.
Each
No,
slice?
but keep in mind, I make 12 slices out of a 9-inch cheesecake. So those
Oh.
are big slices. in
Okay,
a
and this is
10-inch.
a 10-inch.
Oh.
And you're adding all the chocolate and
300, 780, 970,
I'm
1600.
going with 780.
Okay. You know what? I was thinking of a plain cheesecake. I
Yeah.
forgot I had a bunch
Yeah.
of shit on
You
it.
didn't
It's got
remember
all
all that
that
stuff
shit.
I
No,
just said?
because I start, it's my ADD. I start going,
She said chocolate mousse.
okay.
All right, we're
yeah.
going 780?
The 780.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Submit my answers. Here we go.
How many did we get?
We got green, 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 green,
Ooh,
green,
oh,
green.
oh.
Ooh.
Which
Ooh,
one did we get
what
wrong?
did we get wrong?
German cheesecake.
Oh, shoot.
The correct answer was quark cheese or
What is
Sommerlich Kassi
I
or whatever.
started with
It starts with an S.
I said
Yeah, that's the.
You
You were
knew
right.
it.
It started
You
with an
knew
S.
it.
Yep.
Ich spreche Deutsch.
It
Mission?
is-
No.
So I
Yeah.
knew it started with an S, and I didn't know the American name.
Yeah,
for
so
it.
it's SAUERMILCHKASE.
It's sour milk. Yeah, it's sour milk.
Sour
Kaza.
milk yeah.
Kaza
Oh,
is cheese.
yeah, yeah,
it's
yeah.
sour
Sour
milk
milk.
cheese.
Sour
Yep.
milk
Is
chaza.
literally the name.
90%.
Yay!
Woo! High fives all around. They can barely reach. We got a big table.
No, the way I'm
Wow,
sitting.
you
the way
did
I'm
so
sitting-
good.
That was good. Well,
I am impressed.
I would have only gotten like 3 right if Katie wasn't here.
I don't know. I'm impressed. Absolutely impressed. So now,
We even got the calorie one right?
you got the calorie one right. It's just the
Shit,
German.
good
But
job.
really, she got the German one right. So really 100%.
Yes,
She
yes.
knew. She
Yes.
knew. I don't know how
I
to
knew
pronounce
it started with
but
an S.
That was amazing.
And as soon as you said it, I was like, oh yeah, sour milk kaza.
yeah.
Yeah.
So good.
Son of a gun.
Let's talk about free cheesecake.
Ooh.
So we were just talking about the date.
Yes.
Yes.
So this goes live on November 12th, 2021.
Yes.
Got it.
And our listeners have the weekend to tell us. Well, first we're going to share a post that we're going to post about, right? Because we're going to ask them.
And it's going to say, this is the post.
Yeah.
That's all
It'll
it's gonna
tell you.
say
You're
is
going to
this
know.
is the post.
So everyone's listening on Friday, or we have some people that listen Monday morning or through
Yep.
the weekend or Sunday during
Yep.
coffee, okay?
Yep.
So you're going to share the post that we're going to post on Friday, and you're going to tell us what cheesecake Katie mentioned.
You have to hashtag
OG cheesecake.
OG cheesecake.
And what was that? Bonus points for what it was. So what is it?
Yeah. Bonus points for what
Yeah.
it was. It was the OG is the graham cracker crust chocolate chip cheesecake smothered in caramel sauce.
There we go.
caramel.
So
Caramel.
share our shit.
So you got to share it.
Hashtag it.
Hashtag it.
OG cheesecake.
OG cheesecake.
That's all we're asking. Share our shit. Hashtag OG
we will
cheesecake.
Pick a winner.
Yeah, and I'm sorry, it has to be local because it's fresh. It's
We
cheesecake.
cannot-
Yeah.
I can't deliver.
Yeah,
Can't
yeah.
ship
I
it.
can't.
Yeah, I'm
ship
so
it.
sorry.
Yeah.
But if you still want to share our shit and just let us know that you have, you know the answer because you listened, we're going to give you lots
And
of
then
thanks.
go out and buy a piece of
you-
cheesecake.
Yeah.
You have a family member that lives out in this area and you want to send them a cheesecake for Thanksgiving?
There
Yeah,
you go.
tag them in it.
Tag them
Tag
in
them
it.
in it.
There
Yeah, we are
you
in
go.
McHenry County, Illinois. So that's what's
Yes.
that's what we're gonna do, okay?
Yes.
All right, so that's amazing. I'll explain it more online. I also just want to share something really quick that I thought was really amazing. So thank you, Linda, who listens. This is what she wrote to us today.
I love this. You sent
Yeah.
me this.
I
And
did.
I love this.
I did. Okay, so she's a new listener, and she says, I am loving listening to your podcast. I retired from my job at USPS, U.S.
United
Postal
States
Service.
Postal Service.
Yep. In July of 2020, 33 years at the same office. The last 25 of those years on the window.
That's
Holy
amazing.
people.
Oh,
that
bless your heart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The first 8 years were the Clopen effect as a government employee.
Oh my God.
You guys crack me up. I have literally laughed out loud while listening to each one of the first 18 downloads. She puts, holy smokes.
Holy smokes.
With a bunch of laughing emojis. Thank you. And then her and I.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thanks,
Thank you
Linda.
so much. Amazing. Amazing.
We love hearing stuff like that. Like Meredith sent me a screenshot of that, and I was like, "Oh
Yeah.
my God, I love it!"
And then we did like some private messages, and
Yes.
she's like, it was really great. So thank you so much for
Yes.
listening, Linda.
But that response, though, is exactly what
know.
makes you want to do what
I
you're
Yep.
doing
know.
longer
Yep.
and keep it going.
It does.
Because
It
it
does.
was those responses that I was getting from my local
Yeah.
deliveries
Yeah.
and just being like, "Oh my God, like thank you so much, and you're the
Yes.
best,
Yep.
and you're
That's
doing
what-
so
yes.
great, and you bring light, and like it's like this is why I'm doing what I'm
Right.
doing."
Yep.
Right.
Yep. Oh,
Yeah.
so fun.
Yeah.
Well, thanks so much for joining
Thanks,
us.
Katie.
This
Thanks for
was
having
so
me.
fun.
It was fun.
What a fun episode. All right, go visit Katie at Katie's Cheesecakes. What is it called?
She's on Facebook.
Yeah,
Yep.
she's on Facebook, and
If you
she's in
Google me,
Woodstock.
yep, I'm in Woodstock at the
Sugar Circle.
Yep.
Yeah, right.
Yep.
Thank you. Thank you. Wow, so
Yep.
fun. Thanks, everybody.
Yay.
Yay.
Happy Friday.
Happy Friday. Talk to you next week. This podcast is brought to you by NameTag Productions, LLC. Entire podcast, unless otherwise stated, written by the hosts. Drums, written and performed by my son, Steven. The Clopen Effect, a retail podcast. If we have to be all in this together, we might as well make it fun.